So let's talk. What's your name? What name do you go by?
Okay, my name is Chinazama
Chinazam. And you're calling from where?
from Enugu.
From, do you say Enugu?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Chinazam from Enugu, what do you need right now?
Okay, like I said in the comment section, I needed love, but love is not a pressing need right
Let's talk
now.
about
Press-
love. We'll talk about love, then we'll talk about money. Because you might say love is not a pressing need, but you'll be surprised. There are lots of people. I know we talk to women and say that we should have our own money, but there are lots of people, there are lots of good men out there who have been a resource for their wives to grow their business. So you can get both at the same time. You just need to believe that you can get it. So let's talk about love first. I insist. So you live in Enugu right now, right?
yes, ma'am. And I have my reasons for saying love is not a pressing need.
Don't worry
Okay,
about it. How old are you right now?
I'm 30.
Are you single, married, or it's complicated?
I was married, but I left the marriage 7 months ago.
So are you divorced or are you just separated? Okay.
Separated.
All right. If you're separated, you're still married. So we won't talk about love actually. So let's talk about what else you need because you're still married.
Oh, because why I'm saying that is that the marriage is not gonna happen again
Yeah,
because
but
the
you still
separation
have
was
to get divorced, heal before you talk about another relationship.
okay. That's why I say it's not a pressing need.
Okay. Okay. I hear you. So let's talk about the money that you need. What do you need money for right now?
I need money to buy a generator for my business. My business is
Okay.
suffering
So
because of
what
light.
business do you have right now?
I'm a fashion designer.
So you're a fashion designer, you sew clothes, you design clothes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how long have you been a fashion designer?
I've been a fashion designer for five
For
years.
5 years. Have you always not had a generator the whole 5 years?
Yes, I don't have a generator for
You've
my
never had a
business.
generator for your business.
Yes, ma'am.
So how much do you make as a fashion designer right now with no generator?
Mm, um, I can't really say, but let me just say, in a month, in a month, I can be able to make more than 100,000 in a month.
So you believe you're making 100,000. I'm guessing you're not keeping good records because you're just guessing.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Okay. So
I'm
you
guessing.
believe you're making about 100, and it's very important that you understand that you must keep a good record of your business if you want anybody to support your business, right? Because
Yes, ma'am.
people, I don't know about other people, but a lot of people don't have money trees. So when you're telling someone to help you out and they ask you simple questions like how much are you making, how much, these are questions to check whether your business is even viable for anybody to invest their hard-earned money. Okay? So it's very important if you haven't been keeping records, let that be the one takeaway you have from this live session is that whether you make 10K or 100K or 1 million from your business, you need to keep proper records. Okay? So we're going to go with 100K. So you make about 100K a month right now. If you if you were to invest a generator in your business, how much would that cost you to get a generator?
Currently, generator, they are selling it for 300 and something thousand. The generator
So
that can be able to carry my machine and my iron at the same time.
so 300 and something thousand. Again, you're not prepared. You don't even know how much the generator you want costs?
No, because of the price increase. The last time I checked, that was December last year,
How much was
and
it?
they were selling 220.
So you just assuming or guessing that it's 300 and something.
No, I went to where they are selling it,
No, that's
and I
what you
asked.
asked. It was 220 in December,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, but right now, this is April 2024. You don't know how much it costs right now.
Mm.
Okay. So 2020, about 300, 350. Let's go with 350, for example, because of inflation and everything that's been going on with dollar price. Let's go with 350. So if you invest this 350 for a generator into your business, how much do you think you can make from your business every month?
I think I can be able to make up to 300 monthly.
You believe you can go from making about 100K to 300K by putting this generator.
Of course.
So that means how many customers do you serve in a month right now?
Mm, I can't really calculate the customers, but I can tell you for sure that I make up to 50 to 60 outfits
In,
in
in
a
a
in a
month.
month.
Okay. So right now you're making 50 to 60 outfits and you're earning about 100K from 60 to 50 outfits.
That is when I minus the
Of course,
expenses. That's
that's income. Income is what you make after you minus expenses. So does that mean that you have opportunity to make another 100 to 120 clothes that you turn away because you don't have generator?
yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that means your estimate of how much you can increase your income is okay. So now it's down to how can we get you this 350K? Okay. So currently you're making 100K. Do you save money every month?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you
But
save
that's for
every month?
the rent. I save 20K every
How
month.
long have you been saving 20K a month?
I started doing this last year.
So how much do you have saved right now?
If The thing is that the one I saved last year, I used it to pay for a new apartment because I left an abusive marriage.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of money that last year. So this year again, I started over again. I don't have anything with me.
When did you pay your rent?
Paid my rent November.
So you've had December, January, February, March. So you're saying you didn't save any money the last 4 months.
I started saving again in January.
So if you start saving again in January, sure, have at least 80K in your savings. You have 80K in your savings. You have 80K in your savings. Okay. So out of 350, you have 80K. Would you say you need about, what's that, 270K to add to that to buy this machine, to buy this generator? Or would you say
Yes,
you
ma'am.
need the whole 350K?
I wouldn't say I need the whole 350K. If I should get the addition of the two something to I will buy it because if I know that if I buy the generator, I'll still make all the money
Okay.
back within a short
So
time.
270K for generator. I do these live sessions because quite honestly, there are people in the world who are looking for someone to help. I post this live session on my YouTube channel, and it's then up to you to get more people to see this live and what you need, right? But let's say someone is watching this live session right now and they're like, well, I have 270K, but this is my own savings. I can't afford to give it to her. But if she's sure that she can make 200K extra a month, I can loan it to her. Maybe she can pay me back with interest or just pay me back my money. Would that be something you're willing to take if somebody wants to borrow you this money to buy the generator?
If someone offers to borrow me the money and give me like 3 to 4 months to pay back, I'll gladly
Okay.
accept.
So let's even make it better. They say you can take 6 months to pay back, but you have to be paying something every month.
Yes, ma'am.
So 270K, just to make the maths easy, let's round it up to 300. Okay. So 300K, somebody gives it to you to pay over 6 months. How much can you pay them every month?
So let's say every month 70K. I don't know if it's going to be up to 300 in 6 months' time.
Okay, so 70 times 6 is actually 420. So 420 is 300 plus 40%. That's a lot. No, that's not right. 420. Yeah, 300 plus 40%. So that's a lot. I don't think anybody would. I don't know. I don't know people. But I hope that nobody will want you to pay up to 40%. So let's say that they want you to pay 30% would probably be the highest, I think. So if they want you to pay 30%, that means they want you to pay about 100K extra, right? So that's about 400K. So if you pay them 70K every month, after 5 months, you can pay them additional 50K on the last month. So if somebody gives you 300K now and tells you, okay, at the end of this 6 months, I want you to pay me back 400K, will you be willing to give them 70K for 5 months and then 50K the last month?
I think the interest rate is kind of too much for me.
Okay, so what
If I
is the
have
interest rate that would not be too much for you?
let me say 300 to pay 350.
300 to pay 350 is not up to 20%. I don't think anybody, quite honestly, I'm not sure. Someone might want to give you the money and say, don't pay me any interest, just give my money back. But I think that anybody who is really trying to charge you interest, less than 20% in Nigeria is too little. Even the bank will charge you 25, 26%. Or at least minimum the bank will charge you probably 22% if your account is very stable, you had good this thing. Someone said at least 30% on the chat. So do you know how much banks charge to give you loan?
I don't know because I've not even checked.
So that's something. As a business person, you should always know your options when you want something. Because you've been in business for 5 years and you know that this generator will increase your income. So if you truly want to increase your income, you have to ask, just like I told the guy who was here, whatever you want in this life, whether it's a business goal or personal goal, if you're ready to get it, the first thing is to understand the different ways that you can get it. And that's how I've just painted this. You can wait for a long time for someone to just dash you that money, right? But you can also know that, well, if I really believe I'm going to make 200K more, the bank is offering me to borrow me this money for 30%. My sister or somebody I met on Facebook might want to borrow me for me to pay 20%, right? And just to give you perspective, 20% is probably the least I think somebody would charge you. So that 20% is 300 to pay 360, which means if you're paying 70K months, in about 5 months, maybe like the fifth month, you just pay 80K and that's it. You're done. Right? So those are different options open to you how you can get this money. So you need to just believe that, or you need to accept that, okay, well, if this money comes like this, yes, I'm sure I know I can make this extra money, so I can accept it like that. Okay? So is 20% okay for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? So I will post this and I will put on the caption that you need 300K to buy a generator to increase your income about 200%, which is a really good deal. And so anybody who wants to either dash you this money or invest in your business so that you can pay them back gradually, they can reach out to you or reach out to me. Anyone, they reach out to me, I'll let you know. But once you have this live session, the number one thing is for you to understand. Just like you pushed the request button to come on this live, that's why we are even talking about your business. I'm hoping you've learned one or two things. Number one, definitely keep taking your savings seriously, because that's the way you're going to grow yourself. The best money advice I ever got in my entire life was that you are never too poor to save. Because see, if you didn't have that saving habit already, would you be able to rent the house you are living in? Exactly. So that's why saving is important, because you will need that money someday for something, right? So continue to save. Start keeping track of your finances in your business, so that when anybody asks you about your business, you can give them figures with authority, so they know, this person is a sound business person, I can invest in them. My money not will lose. Okay? And keep yourself updated and informed. If you need something, they say success is when opportunity meets preparedness. So if you need something, always know, at least as a tailor and designer, you've gone to market a couple of times since November, right? So you should be updating yourself with the price of what you want. There's something we call manifestation. Do you know what manifestation is? You know manifestation? Do you know what it is? So how can you manifest something when you don't even know how much it costs? You don't know all the details. So you keep what you want in your mind constantly so that you can manifest it. Okay? All right, all the best. I hope you have gotten value. I hope you get this I hope you get the generator you want, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, bye my darling.